Welcome back to First Edition Chats with Nicole. I'm Nicole Boone. Take a walk along the Marsh Walk in Murrells Inlet and you'll find Shugs by the Inlet. Cindy Jenrette Sellers, affectionately known as Shug, began creating handmade jewelry to raise awareness for living organ donation, and she is my guest today. Welcome, so good to see you.
You too, thank y'all for having me.
Of course, as we share your story, we're going to showcase some of your beautiful jewelry so that our viewers can see your handcrafted pieces. And you're a nurse, and let's talk about this. When your former husband needed a kidney transplant, you gave him yours. And at the same time, you created your jewelry business to educate others on living organ donation. Tell me more.
So this was a way to keep Jerry's memory alive,
Yes.
and also for me to be able to keep my nursing license without having to actually go into a facility and just be wherever I am educating the public on living organ.
So you use your creativity to make this beautiful jewelry, but how did it all come about that you decided you could do jewelry?
What I didn't know I was an artist until after the fact. When I had time during my grieving, this was something that I started messing with. So I started working on designs that reflected my faith in Christ and also where I live.
Yes.
So here in the inlet, we're a fishing village, and this was a way to pay homage to the place that I live, and also do something that when a tourist comes into the inlet, they could grab something that is sentimental, that represents where they've been on vacation.
I love it. You know, I have several of your pieces
She
as
has
well.
several of my pieces. Yes, she does.
So I love your jewelry, but I love the fact that you took something that you found out you were good at. You used the beauty of where you live, Murrells Inlet. I love the inlet.
Right.
And also you share what's become a ministry for you, and that's organ donation. What was the experience like when you decided you wanted to donate your kidney to your former husband?
At first, it was, I just blurted it out, yes, I want to give you a kidney, and then of course there was a little bit of fear. Of course there's fear,
Sure.
because this is a big decision, but I wanted my children's father to be alive.
Sure.
So no matter what, that was the whole principle behind it, was to have him alive for our children.
And he did eventually pass.
He
but
passed,
you
but, it
kept
was-
him alive a little longer by giving the gift of life.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
that was my purpose, is to educate people, to make them want to be a living organ donor.
And you can do that when people come to your booth on the boardwalk and when they buy your pieces, because you give them information that shares your
I
story,
share my
right?
story, absolutely, and I give them all kinds of information in a pamphlet that just discloses what my purpose is, and that they can call me anytime, they can support me online, and of course they can support us by taking care of, buying a piece of jewelry or whatever. But yes, we do have a nonprofit in memory of Jerry to keep his memory alive.
Okay, now back to the jewelry. What's some of the favorite pieces?
So the favorite right now is the piece that I have on, and the piece in front center
Yes,
here, which
gorgeous.
are the pearls. The pearls are attached to something that I call Hooked on Christ Forever, which is my #1 seller. It put me on the map.
Yes, it did.
And Christ is a fisher of men, I tell everybody, and it is accessible to you online. If you don't want to come into my shop, you can shop online.
And quickly tell them where online.
So online, it's Shugs in Memory of Jerry Sellers.org, because we are a .org. We also have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, and we also have TikTok now. I actually post videos of me literally making the jewelry, and we cast and pour our own gold in-house.
It's just gorgeous.
We got anything you need.
This girl right here, one of the most giving people I've ever met. If there's anything going on in the community, she's the first to donate. She's the first to make a piece to say, I will give proceeds to that, whether it's hurricane victims, flood victims. And I appreciate you for the person that you are. We love Shug.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for being my guest today.
I am honored to be her guest any day. So thank you so much,
You're
Nicole.
welcome. We'll be right back.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13. Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Joining me today on Living Local Carolina is local photographer. She is a lifestyle and branding photographer, Frida Funny. How are you?
Great, thanks for having me here.
Yes, I'm so glad to speak with you. I've been seeing your work, absolutely love it. So I wanted to get a conversation with you because I love what you're doing to highlight and appreciate the elderly citizens of Horry County. So just tell us about what inspired you to create Hearts of Horry.
So Hearts of Horry is a passion project. It's personal to me because I was raised by my grandparents, and I didn't get a whole lot of photos of them growing up. They didn't take a whole lot of photos, and I feel like for citizens of Horry, they hold so much information and knowledge about our community, and what better way to celebrate them and honor them with portraits.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love this concept. I'm sure so many members of the community are excited about it. What type of feedback have you been getting?
So I was able to get 50 responses back. Families and community members are excited to kind of see their community in a different aspect.
Yes.
I think sometimes we forget about our eldest community members, but they've paved the way for many of us, so I think we should recognize and celebrate them.
Incredible, and you're so right. You know, a lot of times we let memories slip by us because we're so busy, but this being a community passion project is so unique. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not really, just more personal stuff, but I wanted to make sure that the community was involved and they kind of can feel connected, and we can kind of connect the different parts of Horry County, because I feel like there's just so much information and knowledge with our senior citizens.
Yes. So where will the photos be displayed? Like, how does that work?
So right now, it's more so for the family. Long term, I know this project is going to take a couple of months to go through, but my ultimate goal is to produce a printed book that can live in our local Horry County Library. So in the future, family members can go back and see those portraits of their loved ones in a book. So that is the long-term goal. But right now, the members will be able to receive those printed copies of their loved ones.
And that means there may be like a volume 1, a volume 2.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how can members of the community participate in this project?
Absolutely, they can reach out to me. I'm on social media, so that's been the best way for people to connect with me, or through email. So they can find me on Facebook at Frida Funny, and if they're interested, just shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to kind of listen to their stories and see how we can kind of connect.
Great. Well, I know our viewers, before we stop, I know they want to know what even inspired you to become a photographer and, you know, develop a love for photography. So kind of tell us about that.
I'm very sentimental, and I enjoy capturing the moment because, you know, life happens really, really fast. And my grandmother purchased a $30 camera from Walmart a long time ago, back in 2006 when MySpace was up and running. And that's been the history ever since. So my grandmother really planted that seed for me.
Wow, and so you just thought about it, you're like, I love doing this.
Absolutely.
Did you actually pursue it professionally as far as like schooling and everything?
So I went to Horry Georgetown Tech and I received my digital arts degree there, but long before I did that, I've always was just that go-to person in school that always had a camera and would just document what we were doing at the lunch table. So I feel like that has really trickled into my life now. It's just really documenting and knowing that that's a valuable piece that people can hold on to.
What is your favorite type of photography style?
I really, really enjoy branding. I love helping people already, and I love telling stories. So that's a big a part of it, is just being able to connect with individuals that are trying to reach a goal.
Right. Well, thank you so much,
problem.
Frida, for
Thank
sharing
you.
with us. I'm excited about Hearts of Horry. It's so
Yes.
beautiful. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you again and doing some how-to photography sessions.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Yeah, on the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This segment is brought to you by Wing Zone.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner and today we are in Loris. I'm joined by Bernard, the owner of Wing Zone. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Okay, so you're born and raised right here in Loris and you opened up this restaurant because this is a place for all the people in your hometown to hang out.
Yes.
Walk me through the whole process from start to here we are today.
The concept came from Barry Suggs and we kind of traveled around looking for locations because we wanted to start a business, a franchise in the city of Loris, where we're both from. Wing Zone was the perfect match for the city, and we brought it here.
So you guys obviously have wings.
Yes, we have wings, we have chicken sandwiches, we have excellent burgers,
Yeah.
and we have chicken tenders also.
And some very good desserts.
Yes, we have funnel cake fries. We also have Oreo churros, very delicious desserts.
So one thing that I love about you guys is that you have a ton of different sauce choices. What are some of the fan favorites?
Like I said, we have 18 different flavors. The fan flavors being honey barbecue, we have a Thai chili, a buffalo bliss, and a garlic palm, and our dry rubs, which is our lemon pepper, our cool ranch, and our black and voodoo. The customers seem to love those were.
Love that. Okay, so what has been the response from the community so far since opening this place?
We've got great response from the community. They represented well, came out and supported us each and every night. We get great compliments from everybody.
And something unique that you guys have here at Wing Zone is your beer. What is it called? A beer bar?
It's a beer wall.
A beer wall.
Beer wall is the first in the franchise that we got. It's kind of state-of-the-art beer wall. It's kind of one of the state-of-the-art. So the patrons can actually serve themselves with us monitoring them. And it kind of gives them that more personal experience, getting their own beer.
This segment is brought to you by Wing Zone.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouthed bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that, it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you can get a little fancy with it,
Yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I can automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right, if you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061-5 Paula's Island, near the bakery.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.